Good morning, fellas. How are we doing? Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap 232. We have a few things to talk about today. First things first, I have another HelloFresh sub, which is insane. Up to 7. So we'll get to those mysterious balls and rare shunts later on. And a little bit in the stream. We have a few more things to do before that. But thank you to anyone who goes above and beyond this month in HelloFresh subs. It's the best way to support the stream, allows me to even be here. They're super generous, and it's great food. My wife Ashley just ordered some, and we're excited to make some meals later. Yeah, it's just fantastic. But let's go ahead and talk about something pretty interesting that doesn't happen very often in PokeMMO. A catch event finale. So recently we had our first ever long string of catch events that were all connected and had like an overarching prize. It was called the seasonal PvE. It's a PvE seasonal. It's sort of a long-term 9-week challenge. It's coming to a close on the 15th of December, which is pretty close actually from the time of recording, around 6 days or so. Now, this is not a normal catch event. You're not just catching Pokemon, you know, in one location, on one route, etc., etc. You're catching Pokemon all over the mainland of Kanto. This is pretty crazy to me. Now, only people who got enough qualifier points can actually submit to this event. So not everybody. This is one of the very, very few catch events. Very, very few that is not open to every single person. It's only open to those who got enough qualifier points to actually make it to the finals. And you can see if you got enough by going down here and checking the spreadsheet. I think I ended up being ranked 37th overall in terms of qualifier points, which I was pretty happy with, but I'm sure a lot of people just got 800 and then stopped. So it's really not that, you know, cool of a high score. 15th of December, Sunday at 3 p.m. ET. You're going to have 1 hour. 1 hour to catch as many Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Eevee, Abra, Rhyhorn, Execute, Growlithe, and Dratini as possible. As you probably noticed, there's going to be a ton of different strategies for this event because not all of these Pokemon are on the same route. They're actually all scattered around, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting what spots people go to, what locations, and what people find to be the best. I personally today want to go test on stream doing I want to go test doing Squirtle and Abras over at the route above Cerulean City. So we're going to go test that at some point today. And then the prizes, of course, are all shinies. First place is a gift shiny Ammonite, Kabuto, or Aerodactyl. So a super rare fossil shiny. That would cost you like 150 million otherwise Pokeyen to hunt. You could just earn it in an hour or like in 9 hours or so. It gets all the catch events. And then second place is a gift shiny Nidoran, female or male. And then third place gets the other shiny Nidoran, whichever wasn't picked. So a lot of really cool stuff today. A lot of pretty crazy stuff coming up with this catch event. It's a big deal. You don't see this very often in PokeMMO, like a big deal sort of 3 shiny prizes in one event catch event. So we're going to go test for that. I want to take that really seriously. We're going to use quick balls. We're going to do a lot of testing over there at that Squirtle spot today. And then like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, a little bit of testing today, honestly. Not a lot of testing. But other than that, I do have a Patrouski PokeMMO money-making challenge, okay? So make sure everybody is logged in. Log in the game right now. If you're watching the stream recap, apologies you can't participate in this, but you can watch the live streams to try to participate in these in the future. If you're watching the live stream right now, okay? Log into the game. Make sure you're on channel 3. Log in, go to channel 3, and then the first person to catch a wild Shuckle and trade it to me will get a free 7-day donator status. A free 7-day donator status, okay? For the first person to run in game. Is this a competitor? I bet this is a competitor. This is Mishu. I'm gonna head inside the Safari Zone myself. I'm gonna head over to the Shuckle spot. I want to see everybody rushing in. The first person to trade me a Shuckle will get a free 7-day. You have to catch a Shuckle in the wild, in the Johto, and then trade it to me. I'm gonna head over to the Shuckle spot and see how many people come. Good luck, good luck. First person to trade me a wild caught Shuckle will get a donator, which is around 1 point, what's the value right now? Around 1 point something mil Pokeyen. 1.3 mil. Worth around 1.3 mil. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. This is a little more specific. I've been doing a lot of hide and seeks recently, but I feel like this is a more fun way to shake things up. It has to be newly wildly caught. I will check the catch location. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's up, Karoshi? For those who are just coming in, the first person to trade me a freshly caught Shuckle Did I say Johto? Yeah, sorry, in Hoenn. The first person to, yeah, over at this spot at the Safari Zone, the first person to get me a Shuckle wild caught, and honestly anywhere, any location, the first person to give me a shot and trade it to me will get a free 7-day donor status. A lot more specific than just a hide and seek. A lot more specific. Yo, what's up, Kushito? Good morning for the Twitch sub, man. Appreciate it a ton, as well as Dunk RG for the Twitch sub a second back. Thank you so much. This is our first. We see someone trying, it seems like. Oh! It's taking people a while to get over here. You have to go over to Lily Cove and then head over to the Safari Zone. He has to then smash the rock. He either got no encounter or it ran. He got a battle. He's trying, but he might not be able to catch it. Shuckles are not the easiest catch in the world. He's going for the catch. Let me get out so we can give people a fair chance. Mishu's going for it. Little Flame is here going for it. First person to trade me a Shuckle. There's Daltoff as well. The competitors are now flying in. It took people a second. Oh, it was Bjorn's. It was Bjorn's. He was the first person. Let's go check. Let's double check. Caught at 12:08:47. You got it, dude. You got it. You were the first person. Apologies to those who didn't make it in time. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you showing up. It means the world to me. Here's your 7-day donor status. Thank you for the Shuckle. Not bad IVs, I guess. Congratulations, dude. Appreciate everybody who showed up. It means the world. No, dude, thank you, man. Thank you for playing. Thanks for playing PokeMMO. Thanks for... I think little competitions like this can be a blast. Can be a ton of fun. So, thanks for playing. Let's go actually move on over to what we actually want to do in game today. What's up, Nick Shard? We're going to head over to that spot in Cerulean, and we're going to... How many quick balls do we have? Make sure we have enough quick balls first. We have 126. I'm going to go buy a few more quick balls, I believe, and then we'll head over to the spot over in Cerulean, do a little bit of fun testing, just see how it goes, and then we'll do some shiny hunting, probably over at Sandslash or Delibird today, and eventually go pop those rare shinies for the HelloFresh sub. Hello, Pat. I'm currently returning to Pokemon because I found a new goal, a new exciting goal for myself to create a 2013 Living Dex. I mean, I'm all here for that. I think I actually know of one other person who is either trying to go for that or they might already have it. I'm not sure, but I mean, dude, I love that. It's one of the toughest things is actually figuring out what Pokemon were available in 2013. It's not as clear of an answer as people think. You could just go for Kanto, to be fair, but it's not as clear of an answer as people might think. Like there's things like Phoebus, right? And there's like, I think Shuckle was obviously available in 2013. Like there's some weird things like that, like Gen 2 and Gen 3 mons, and figuring out which ones were available and which weren't can legitimately be a little difficult. So best of luck. It's always fun to find new things like that. Like I think Cacnea is a weird one. I know Cacneas from like 2012 are super rare / expensive. Like sometimes they aren't even on the GTL. There is one though. Like there's things like that. What about 2013? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, there's some interesting mons like that. Yeah, good luck to you, dude. It's a cool goal. Yeah, you're 100% correct, Tom. The main consideration when testing for this is whether you want to, like, quick ball versus double battles becomes awkward, right? The strat that I have immediately in my head is to have a 10% increased encounter Pokemon in the front of my party, and then to pop lures over here at Cerulean City or Route 24, and then go back and forth and get Squirtle and Abra encounters. You want to quick ball them if possible, but you're gonna have to you're also going to have to, what's it called? You're also going to have to, like, kill and fight the double battles, which really slows down. Like, the fact that you need to pop lures for Squirtle encounters really slows down a lot of the catches, unfortunately. But it also increases the amount of catches you'll get, but it slows them down. It's tough. And then if you want to do Eevee, so the benefit of doing Eevee over at Route 17 is that Eevee is one of the only Pokemon on this list that doesn't require lures, right? So you can just go run back and forth for Eevee. However, Eevee has no other side encounter. You don't get Execute, you don't get Growlithe, you don't get Dratini, you don't get anything else over at Eevee's, right? At the Squirtle spot, you get Squirtles and you get Abras. So you actually do get, you know, multiple, at least 2 Pokemon you can catch here, which is pretty significant. I do want to check to make sure Abra's, like, not at, like, a day or a nighttime only thing. Yeah, it should just be a rare, okay. Oh, no, sorry, Route 17 is what I'm looking for. Or Route 24 over here, sorry. Uncommon, yeah. So Abra's an uncommon encounter here. So I should be able to get, here's a Squirtle encounter. So in situations like this, I would just quick ball this immediately. So I would lead with Golurk, have Breloom in the secondary slot. Just be quick balling things as fast as possible. I'm going to be, when this event is actually happening, I'm going to be ignoring chat, dude. I'm going to need to be locked in and focused. Like, we've been prepping 9 weeks for this, you know? And the quick ball isn't a 100% catch rate on the Squirtle. I didn't know that. Like, this is why it's worth to test. I don't test for most catch events. Most catch events, I'm pretty chill about. You know, it's not really a big deal. It's kind of whatever, right? This is a big deal. This is a very, very big catch event. I did not think that quick ball wouldn't be 100% catch rate. Man. So if it misses, well, I'll have to try to figure out, I'll try to calc the odds of it and see about, we can actually use the Gen 5 calc rate, catch rate calc. There is a Gen 5 catch rate calc on the internet, but PokeMMO doesn't operate exactly like that. So we're going to do Squirtle level 17. This will give us an idea of what the catch rate should be, but it's not going to be exact. Quick ball. This says that there is only a 40% chance. Wow, only a 40% chance of catching Squirtle with the quick ball. That's really bad, which like makes me want to rethink my whole strategy. I think Abra is quick ballable, right? So this makes me think a lot of the stream is going to be theory crafting and testing for this event. It's a very, very big event with a chance for an amazing shiny. If I'm not, the question becomes, if I'm not quick balling, should I just be net balling? I think net ball on the Squirtles will be good. That'll probably be the 2 strats. I probably should buy some net balls. Yeah, Abra is 100% quick ballable. So I think the strategy will become quick ball Abras, ball swipe Spore Squirtles. But then the question becomes, is it even worth to lead my party with the Golurk? And I think the answer becomes no. I think it's better to actually, if that's the options, right? I think it ends up being better to lead with Breloom. Just try to run back and forth more, right? I'm going to test this for a little bit and see how this feels. Okay, so I'm using this calculator, this catch calc, to prepare for every situation possible. So Abra in a single encounter is easy, quick ballable, every time 100% catch rate. The other thing to factor in, let's see if it's at a higher level, if it changes at all. If I'm in a double battle with an Abra and a Metapod or some other Pokemon, whatever, you kill the other Pokemon, you Spore the Abra, put it to sleep, and then Spore plus Ultra Ball should always be a 100% catch. Spore plus Great Ball is a 98% catch. There's just no reason to risk chances like that in an event. Like, Pokeyen is not the factor in this event. It's just increasing my chances to win the most, okay? So if we're in a double battle, we're going to go Spore Abra, kill their Mon, and then Ultra Ball the Abra turn 2. If we're in a double, I'm trying to think of other situations. Squirtle's the toughest one because we're going to have to lead with Breloom, I think. And then just, so I think the situation becomes False Swipe, Spore, Netball. False Swipe, Spore, Netball, the Squirtle. Quick Ball the Abra if single encounter. And then False Swipe or Spore into Ultra Ball if double encounter. If double encounter Squirtle, I think the strategy stays the same. False Swipe, Spore, Netball. Now, the only things that's basically the plan. The only situation would become if we want to try to have a no guard or an extra increased Pokemon in front. Someone mentioned like going Swarm Escavalier and like leading with that and then trying to false swipe, but I don't think we have high enough catch rates with that. So, for example, on Squirtle, let's see. If we lead Escavalier with Swarm and we go false swipe, but we can't even get it asleep is the problem. Let's say we false swiped him down, Squirtle level 17, still only gives us a 60% catch rate. I don't think it's high enough. I don't know if there's a way to make this any higher as well. We could... Wait, something really interesting. There's an idea of like, it wouldn't work in this, but there's an idea, I wonder if there's any repeat ball strats for this event. There's an idea of like, before the event, catching 15 of the same Pokemon in a row, like Eevee or something like that, or Squirtle, and getting that repeat ball prepped up before the event. I don't think it would actually end up being better, which shows how unbelievably weak repeat ball is, that even prepping it before an event would still be terrible. Okay, I think that's pretty much my strategy. I think my strategy is going to end up being False Swipe, Spore, Netball on Squirtles. And then in double battles with Abra, Spore into Ultra Ball. And then if not double battle, you quick ball the Abra. Okay, I think I have my strategy. I'm going to go ahead and go buy more net balls. I'm actually pretty low on net balls because they got nerfed, so I haven't bought any in a second. But they're going to be viable during this. Actually, I have 62. That's probably plenty. So that's pretty much the testing done for today for that event then. I'm just going to head over to, let's go Shiny Hunt. Let's head over to Delibird or Sandslash in Johto, boys. Do a bit of shunting. See our encounters go up. We're currently at 14,427. Let's see if we can raise that number 2 today. And hopefully maybe even break a, you know, a dry streak. It feels dumb to call it a dry streak, but you know what I mean. This is a great question. What are you going to do if you see the legendary bird during the event? Run or waste time on it? I will run in a heartbeat. That's a great question. That's actually, I kind of hope I encounter it now because that would be good content. That'd be funny. I mean, so many people, like, probably have been hunting the bird all month, and then to see my dumbass just immediately run from it, that would tilt me. You know, I get it. That would be pretty funny. Okay, over to Sandslash we're at for a little bit, fellas. Yo, I'm Babam. I caught this a few days ago in the safari. I love the name, Glorp. Dude, congratulations. There's nothing cooler than, like, a rare safari shiny. Or there's very few things that are cooler in PokeMMO, if anything, right? This is my favorite kind of catch to see. I love that you already trained it to 100% happiness. That's like a nice little cute touch without getting any EVs on it. Oh, so you know what it is? You've probably been walking around, you know this, but like you've been walking around with it so much as your follower sprite that you got it to max happiness. Because it hasn't, I don't think it's been fed, I don't know if you can tell about berries, but like, it has no EVs, it has no XP. What that tells me is you've just been walking around with it as your follower sprite with Soothe Bell to get its happiness up. That's because you've been so proud of it. Dude, congratulations. And then, dude, someone, okay, yeah, this is Shikamaru the God. This guy has apparently had, how do you have all these in Master Balls? This guy has apparently had 3, I've never seen a player with anything like this, 3 Swarm Shinies. Also, look at the IVs on this. I feel like I remember seeing this before. This is disgusting. Holy crap. This man is one of the luckiest PokeMMO players I've ever seen. Or maybe he just does a shit ton. He does every single swarm. You know, it's hard to tell, you know? But this is insane. But he recently got a Shalfa Linoon as well. We need to check more Wild Alphas, boys, because this is a dream come true. That's so sick. Congratulations, Shikamaru, for your 3rd Swarm Shiny. He said he's had a Shalfa Linoon, a Porygon, and then I believe a Honchkrow / Murkrow. All amazing shinies. Like, those are all good shinies, which is crazy. Dude, some really cool community shinies recently. Dude, is that true, Brand Flakes? I didn't even realize that. Only 266 of us in the finale for the catch event? I did not realize. That's pretty insane. I did not realize that only... That makes sense, though. I mean, that sounds about right. 266 people qualified. I didn't really math together how many people would spend the time to qualify. I knew it wouldn't be that many, which is why I kind of talked about it. I was a big fan of the qualifying points being much lower. I think coming off of Shiny Wars, it's better to have a casual event for the vast of, you know, like most of the community, as opposed to, oh, you have to show up for like 6 of these on average, and like not everybody could do that on Sunday and Saturday every weekend. People want their weekends, you know. But, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. Kind of interesting. 260 quality, so interesting. But yeah, I talked about strategies earlier in the stream. They'll be in the stream recap if you're interested. Yo, what happened to Mage's Staff? I remember a few years ago, it was way more expensive. It's a good vanity. The Mage's Staff, I think, will go down as the most mispredicted item in PokeMMO history. That is coming from someone with, you know, 2 Mage's Staff. I thought this item was sick. I thought it was a good item. It was a good backslot item, especially back in that era. I think it's been power crapped a little bit by cooler, different backslot items, but Mage's Staff during the Halloween event 2021, look at it now, dude. During the event, it peaked at like 8 mil, 8 to 12 mil-ish, and then it slowly went down to like 4 mil. I think I bought one at like 4 mil or something like that, and then I bought another at like 1. Then it eventually went down to like 2 mil, and then over the years went down to like 1 mil, right? And now it's under 1 mil. This was the ultra rare for that event, the ultra rare vanity for Halloween 2021, and it's now 666k. This one hurt. This one, a lot of people made a lot of investments into this item. Dude, a lot of people got burned. That was like one of the most mispredicted. It's still a good vanity. It's just, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just not it's not desired, I guess. One of the most mispredicted vanities by everyone got that one wrong. Everyone thought it was going to be sick. It was super, yeah, oopsie whoopsie. Maybe that's part of it, you know? If everybody thinks something is going to go up in value, you buy them a bunch. Obviously, that, you know, people hold them. People who are holding them as an investment aren't worth as much as people who are holding them because they actually like the vanity and they want to wear it and use it, you know? Yeah, shout out to my wife. My wife recently calculated my shiny rate for 2024. Which is crazy. And she put out a post on Instagram, and I put out a post on YouTube community if you want to go see all the shinies I got, the luckiest shinies, etc., my driest hunt, etc. Keep in mind, this is the year that I got 3 shinies in one day. I got 3 shinies in one day this year, which were all under like 1,000 encounters. That was insane. I got a shiny Gloom at like 100, and my lowest encounter ever for a shiny. So like 177 encounters or whatever, right? I had some really insane luck this year and some crazy lucky shinies, right? So a lot of people might assume my shiny rate was really, really good. The problem was I actually had some really unlucky shinies as well, going 112k dry, consistently going 50k plus dry. My overall shiny rate for all my shinies in 2024, which started, my first shiny this year was a secret shiny Nidoran at like a couple hundred or 1,000 or something like that encounters. My overall shiny rate this year ended up being around 1 out of 35,000. This was also during the first ever official shiny war. This is also during, you know, popping a shit ton of Dunder statuses and shiny charms. So my shiny rate probably should have been around one, if I mean generous, 1 out of 28, 1 out of 29,000, if I mean super generous, assuming at least most Dunder status, whatever, and try to, you know, to be around 60k over. A little unfortunate, but that's only 11 shunts. It's honestly not that bad. It's a pretty small sample size. I think I ended up with 11 shinies this year. Less than I expected. I would have loved to get more shinies this year. But not bad. So if you're interested in that, 1 out of 35k or so was my shiny this year. I'm hoping to get a lucky shiny here to help that a little bit. And then I really want to calculate my overall PokeMMO shiny odds very soon here at the end-ish of this year. What was I gonna say? I have like 47 or something OT shinies now. The fact that only 11 of them were this year, you know, like there's way more to calculate into that. So I'm curious to see what my overall shiny rate is over 45, 47 or whatever OT shinies. So there's a lot of, it's a bigger sample size that actually can show you, you know, how lucky I've been essentially in my shiny hunting career. This is my official proclamation, boys. I thought that 2024 was going to be the wet year. I must have misread the Mayan calendar. I think 2025, guys, proclamation right here is going to be a wet year, okay? 2025 is going to be the best shiny luck I'll have ever seen, okay? Get ready for it, boys. Prep yourselves. The wet year is coming. Dude, I kind of forgot about that. I'm actually going to go buy some Tortuga fossils. You guys reminded me that you can now pop fossils in any region. So before, specifically, Unova fossil shunts were a pain in the butt. These sucked, right? Because you had to revive them in Unova, and it was way slower and took way more time to revive them in Unova. But now they updated it so you can actually revive these in any region. So I'm down to buy a few of these up to a certain point. Up to like 15k or so. Because like Tortuga is actually probably one of my favorite fossil shinies. I just really like the blue. It becomes like a very interesting like sky / maybe baby blue. I don't know how to verbalize it. Let's see if there's one on the GTL. It's really unlikely. Yeah, it's really unlikely, but it's a very, very pretty shiny. I guess Caracosta is the other one, right? How do you spell? Let's do Tortuga. It is Carr. So there is none on the GTL. Okay, but it's a cool shiny. I think Tortuga looks very, very cool. So that'd be a cool one to one day get. How many do we get off that? But it's an expensive shunt. So we have a few fossils sitting in our inventory, I guess. Are you gonna be disappointed if they bring back shiny boost? I would be. Holiday boost, at least in its previous form. I think it'd be interesting if they brought it back in a. Rumel talked about this or brought up this idea. I like the idea that if they want to implement a holiday boost, have it just take over. Have it so that like it pauses your dinner status and your shiny charms, right? Have it so that they just give you free dono and charm for the holidays. That's an actual like, oh, holiday boost, you know? Thanks for playing the game. Here's free shiny charm and dono, right? I don't like the extra 20% shiny boost on top of that, because then you're incentivized to buy more, spend more donator status and shiny charms, as well as it's just not balanced for the shiny economy and for the shiny market and for shiny hunts. And then it becomes this whole thing. I've told us in the past, if they do the holiday boost annually, it becomes this thing where it is inefficient to fossil shiny hunt, inefficient to pop mysterious balls. Well, I think, let me correct that. Mysterious balls are not affected by the holiday boost, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken. I think they aren't. So mysterious balls, whatever. But like fossils, eggs, like all these rare shunts, it becomes inefficient to do them outside of this 1 week of the year, which sucks. Like, now you're not forced to, you don't have to, but I'm a big fan of, like, I want people to be able to play the game the way they want to, right? And if you have this, if someone wants to play the game at maximum efficiency, why would you make them feel pressured to play it in this way, right? If they want to play at peak efficiency, why would you, yeah. The same thing, this is a big problem that happened in RuneScape 3, a very similar problem, where it became inefficient to ever train, like, this is also from my layman, I didn't play much RuneScape 3, but this is what I heard from other players, take that with a great assault. It became a big problem of, like, it became inefficient to train construction outside of double XP weekends, or like certain buyable skills, because you literally saved like double the Pokeyen, right? So there's a big problem with it warps the entire year, it warps all this stuff. Yeah, it warps all this stuff around those time periods, and it becomes, it's not really, it doesn't really, it's fun and exciting for the casual player, which is fair. And there's an argument there of, like, you know what, dude, I think the fun and excitement for the average player outweighs the balancing issues, which is a super fair argument. There's no right or wrong here. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't love Holiday Boost. I think that it hurts the value of, it hurts the integrity of shinies. Very nerd emoji, but I do feel that way, and I do feel like it warps efficiency around it. So I don't like Holiday Boost for that reason. If you're in favor of it because it's fucking fun, totally based and fair position. I'm not gonna try to convince you, it's a totally fair position. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm not a fan of the Holiday Boost. Like I talked about, I really like the idea of them just giving you 2 weeks or 10 to 14 days of free donator status and charm. I think that's a cool way to give a holiday boost if they want to do that. Alrighty, fellas, it is once again time to cook. You can run a very quick gamba if you want to, Clarko, but it has to be done in like 30 seconds to 1 minute. Okay. Will I get a shiny in the next hour over the next shiny charm? Let us see. Okay. I'm going to be popping a shiny charm and then popping one of every single mysterious ball within PokeMMO. Okay, one of every single ball within PokeMMO. It costs about, I think, 1.8 million Pokeyen, 1.6 million to do it. It's very, very expensive. Premier balls alone are around 700k. And then after, I'll also be breeding 5 alpha breeds that I've prepped over in my boxes. I'll show you really quick. Right here, I've got a Delibird, 3 Sudowoodos, and a Yanma alpha breed. So we're going to do those. We're going to do the mysterious balls. And then we're going to head over to Delibird and do time swipe hordes with Leppas over at that spot. This is only possible due to people going above and beyond and supporting via HelloFresh subs. HelloFresh is a meal service that sends you ingredients and instructions on how to make these amazing dishes right to your home. It's with the discount code in the description with my link, you can get 50% off, which is insane. It's literally cheaper than buying groceries at that point. There's literally no risk, like, on your first box. If you want to discontinue after your first box and you don't like it, more power to you. They're just very, very confident in their product that people will want to continue. So check it out. Link in the description. Great way. It supports the stream. Great product. Me and my wife use it before even being sponsored. Let's go ahead and jump into the shiny hunt. Pop in the charm now, boys. Pop in the charm. Next up is mysterious balls. I'm going to have it down in the bottom left. It'll be off screen kind. Actually, I can put it up here maybe. I want you to be able to see the sprite of the Pokemon in the middle. If you see a shiny sprite on screen, it means I got a shiny. Number 1, Pokeball. Number 2, Great Ball. Amazing, great timing on the raid, Frauts. Thank you for the raid. Number 3, Ultra Ball. Next up, Dusk Ball. Probably the worst mysterious ball, but still needs to be popped. Number 5, Cherish Ball. And then finally, the biggest ball of them all, the Premier. Okay, no shiny today. from the mysterious balls. But one day, it should happen. I'm going to go ahead and carry out these alpha breeds, which honestly would probably be better to get one of these as a shiny. Get an actual Shalfa, right? Than the mysterious balls. So we'll have to see what this looks like. Did one of these, is this my Brelum? Is this my, yeah, I think it's my, I thought one of them came out like competitive. Some of these have a chance of coming out competitive. Like this Starmie is quite good. 2x31 Rash. This Hoot's terrible, but 3x31. Okay, we'll be able to sell some of these and get some of our Pokeyen back, which is nice. So it's not all lost. But I'm gonna breed these alphas. Then we're gonna go shiny hunt at Delibird. I'll see you guys deep within the mines. What I actually totally forgot, Mist. Thanks to Mist. Mist also sent me 4, I believe, Helix fossils, 4 fossils, and he said he wants me to go pop one of these in each region to see how long it takes to pop them in each region. So I'm gonna go test it. He wants to see what's the new region to quickestly pop these fossils, because it's been changed and updated and people haven't really tested it that much. So we're gonna go test Kanto. Now you can, I'm pretty sure it's the last one, or the, I don't know which room it is. It's this, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. So now you just talk to him and you just instantly pop it and it goes straight to your PC. Boom. We're done. So that guy's pretty fast. Let's go check. So that's Kanto. We need to go check Sinnoh, Hoenn, and Unova. I think Unova is going to be the slowest, but I could be wrong. Quickestly should be a word, okay? It makes sense to me, okay? Copium. Let's quickestly head over to Sinnoh. Sinnoh I'm pretty familiar with. I've done Sinnoh like this used to be the spot. The old strategy used to be to go to Orebird and you would run back and forth between these locations. Kanto's looking pretty good though, and being next to a PC is quite nice. This guy is also quite fast though. This guy's pretty fast. There's the shield on. I assume if it's shiny, it will pop up on the preview menu as shiny. I could be wrong, but that'd be what I would assume, right? Everyone has the same dialogue now. Damn. Let's go check Unova. Well, Unova, there used to be Unova is one of the weird ones that might stick out. Unova, there used to be an animation. I think it's Nakreen City. Unova, they would like walk back in and walk back out. Unova was like terrible for popping fossils, and it made it really bad because you had to pop 5th gen fossils here, but I'm pretty sure now you can pop them wherever. They got rid of the animation. It's okay. So it's all actually the same. That's a big deal. That essentially means that you can now fossil shunt wherever you want. Yeah, that's a really big deal. So actually, you can actually fossil shunt wherever you want, I think, right? That's what that officially means. Let's go Hoenn. Hoenn is Rustboro, but I don't know where at. But we've already tested. I'm not even going to show this one, I think. That essentially means that, I think that concludes, you can now shiny hunt wherever you want when it comes to fossils, right? Either way is totally, maybe Kanto is the PC, but they go directly to the PC, so it doesn't really matter anymore. It's only if you want to have access to it for some reason, right? You honestly can fossil shunt wherever now. Alert, alert, new HelloFresh sub, alert, alert. Get those balls out, Patty. Okay, don't say it like that. But it is time. We have to open one more of every single mysterious ball in the entire game because someone was digachet enough, why am I talking like this, to go above and beyond and do a HelloFresh sub. So, one mysterious Pokeball. One mysterious Great Ball. Keep in mind, my shiny rate right now for this Great Ball is like 1 out of 3,000. Okay? My shiny rate, keep in mind, when I pop this Ultra Ball, right here, my shiny rate is about 1 in 1,900 when I pop that. Thank fucking dudong. Okay, Dusk Ball is next. Cherish Ball. Don't toss. Cherish Ball. Okay. And then the Big Daddy, the Premier. Okay? This is the big one. Okay, no Shalfa. Double Starmie. Kind of interesting. I am going to dig out of this cave. New HelloFresh sub while we're still on the charm. I'm going to dig out of this cave. I'm going to go do 5 more alpha breeds. Okay? 5 more alpha breeds, and we'll head back to the Delibird after that. Thank you to the 8th new HelloFresh sub. I did say that at 30, I jokingly said, because someone asked me about it, that at how many HelloFresh subs would it take for me to bathe in beans and I said 30, thinking that there was no way that it was possible. You guys are kind of making it seem possible. So if we get 30 HelloFresh subs, I mean, I have to stick to I'm a man of my word. I will bathe in beans at 30 HelloFresh subs. I can't even take that back. I mean, that was said. That was done. It's locked in stone, boys. We'll see about that, but yep, keep an eye out for that. That's so interesting. I didn't even realize. Yeah, this is apparently, that's so cool. I was checking instance info, which if you don't know, you can go over to the menu down here and go over to instance info and see all your different like refights, except for Jimmy runs, but you can see like the Elite Forwards, you can see the Hoa refight, the Trainer Red refight. This is the Darkrai, the level 100 Darkrai. So I got my Darkrai, but I never beat the level 100 one, so there wasn't really a reason to, aside from Pokeyen. But yeah, that's kind of cool that it's now in the instance info, and that's all question marks. Now I regret not doing it just because I want to have this kind of logged. Maybe next time it rolls around, I'll try to do it. Yeah, someone said, is Smogon still good to find builds for Pokemon, or is there something better? I think Smogon has honestly gotten way worse over the years in like 5th gen Smogon builds to PokeMMO. The game's just changed even more with things like Shell Smash Torterra, Roost Empoleon, and other different movesets and hidden abilities being added. PokeMMO is an extremely different metagame comparatively to 5th gen, right? The best way to learn PokeMMO PvP, sorry. Best way to learn PokeMMO PvP is just to use the PvP statistics in-game. It's the best resource. Go over to the in-game PvP ball icon, go over to PvP statistics, and just browse through. You can go to overuse, you can go to underuse, you can go to NU, browse through all these things, or doubles, obviously, if you're a doubles player, but I think this is really the best way to learn Pokemon sets. The only information that these won't have is the moves used, which is really unfortunate, but usually, let's say, here, I'll show you an example. Let's say I want to build a Scizor, right? And I'm like, okay, I want an Adamant Scizor, Choice Band, like sometimes other items are used, but let's say I want a Choice Band Scizor, right? Adamant, whatever, right? What I would do is I would then head over to the GTL, look up Scizor, look up Nature Adamant, level 50, because 50 is what a comp is leveled at, right? Hundreds, max level 100 is fine. You could even do like 50 to 52 to like keep it a little more tight. And you would do like 6 times 31. The reason you do 6 is, or 5 times, right? You want to look for the best Scizors on the market, essentially, right? And now the best Scizors on the market will most likely have a moveset that is somewhat comparable to what might be used. So this is a really good like leftovers Scizor. This would not be a choice band one because it's Swords Dance, but looking at Pokemon on the GTL is a good way to get an idea of what their movesets might be. But you'll see stuff like this sometimes, which is obviously they just didn't moveset it, right? But like acrobatics, this is a set. Like there's different options. I think the best way to see moveset options is by looking at the GTL, and the best way to get everything else is in PvP statistics. You know what, fellas? I feel like 17,000 encounters is a pretty damn clean number to call it. A nice 5.5 hour stream today, getting in a ton of progress, doing a ton of things, and just having fun playing PokeMMO. I'm excited to do a lot more chill streams heading up into the Christmas event, possibly doing some alt account progress at some point, but I do want to use my donor status while it's active and do a lot of shiny hunting with this. Thanks for having a blast with me today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video. If you didn't, dislike it. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos every single day. Streams Monday through Thursday on Twitch at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal/Venmo, and most importantly, HelloFresh. 8 HelloFresh subs has been insane, ridiculously generous, and really carries these holiday months for me. So thank you all so much for that. I hope you enjoy the food. Have a lovely afternoon. Have a great holiday time, and I will see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, what's up? Patrouski here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and if your name is listed here, that means you went above and beyond and supported the channel financially, which allows me to even be here and have the time to do this. So thank you so very much.